Hello, Facebook fans and YouTube fans. This is JJ from ParanormalTalks.com. This is the Life Path educational video, and we'll be talking about Life Path number 2. And all you people who have Life Paths number 2 will be discussing those. But first, let me make some quick announcements. This is numerology we'll be talking about, and this is a divination tool. There's several divination tools: numerology, astrology, tarot cards, oracle cards, runes, etc. And these are tools that have been created through many centuries to help us in our journey through life. And it's to help us. And I'm here to bring this forward because in our Western society, we've really put down these tools, these divination tools, and they're just here to help us. So do consider them. Let me make some quick announcements first. On ParanormalTalks.com, on our website, we do have a video store. You can hear other speakers delivering an hour to 2-hour talks on various paranormal, supernatural, woo-woo stuff. We have near-death experiencers talk about their death and how they rose from the dead. We have ET abductees who are actually on the ships. ET abductees as well as UFO contactees. We have panel discussions of what I call dead people, people who've risen from the dead. Also ET abductees and contactees. We have inventors who've created cameras who can photograph the aura, our aura, and things and images and things, people and things that are in our auras to help us with our health, to improve our health. We have past life regressionists, we have psychics, we have mediums who do readings. This is all to expose you to the normalness as part of humanity of the paranormal and supernatural. It actually is normal. It actually is natural. So let's get away from the Western brainwashing that this stuff isn't. It really is, and our elites use it. Also, last thing, we do meet the second Sunday of each month right here in Denver, Colorado, the second Sunday of each month at 1:30. So there we are with that. We are talking about the Life Path 2. The Life Path number 2, that element is water. And in earlier videos, I talked about the elements that are assigned to each one of the numbers in our numbering system. And we do use the Pythagorean system for all the letters in the English language and with the numbers. So with the Life Path number 2, that's water. Now, unlike the Life Path number 1, and by the way, this is like a journey through the numbers, is each number has its own element, and what one life path requires of us, the next life path requires something else until we are whole. We have experienced every life path, say through our incarnations, and we're a more educated, mature soul as we go through each one. So the Life Path number 2, it's water. Now that's the natural peacemaker. Well, the Life Path number 1, that's the natural leader. They walk, the number 1, they walk where angels fear to tread. Well, the number 2 will happily, gladly follow the number 1 and will make peace and will be the diplomatic one because the 1 has stepped on so many toes. So the 2 is really good at that. They're very sensitive because they are a number 2 and they're a water sign, a water element that is. Along that life path, they will learn to be sensitive and diplomatic to other people's feelings and needs. That's where, along that life path, they need to learn and express to be a diplomat, someone who is the liaison, the go-between between warring tribes, between warring people. A number 2 would be a really good diplomat for our government. However, because of their sensitivity, they also tend to be rather shy. They really don't like conflict, even though they are to learn to mediate and smooth out conflict. And because of their shyness, they can be afraid to speak their mind. They don't want to make waves. They don't want to cause fights. They actually want to smooth out and make people happy and harmonious with each other. So that life path number 2 is tough. They're good with partnerships. They're good in working with groups of people and making sure that everyone is happy on the team or in the group or in the department. Because of their sensitivity, they're compassionate and they're caring. That's what they are to learn along this life path, is to express that and be that compassionate person, that caring person who shows a heart to others, to show sympathy, to show the humanity of people. They can be moody. They need to learn to accommodate others. In that sense, to be flexible, thoughtful, and considerate. So it's a hard job because you know how people can be. If you've ever worked with the general public, for example, as a cash register person, with all the people from humanity, because everyone needs to buy food, needs to buy groceries, or a person who bags groceries, in that type of, where you're dealing with humanity, the number 2 would actually do quite well. That would be a good place to work, to learn and express that life path number 2. They would be great in human resources, in a big company. They'd be quite excellent with that. They would be good as psychics with their sensitivity. Expressing and going along the life path of a psychic. Music, poetry, acting, art, and administration. Someone who can really handle all the demands in the operational areas of, say, a department or a division. The lead administrator, secretary type of person, to keep everything going day in and day out. Because you know how often feathers are ruffled in the office in corporate America. I mean, some people you can look at cross-eyed and they'll go into a tizzy. Well, a number 2 is there to make sure that people understand that this wasn't meant, or what a person said was not meant, or what happened was not as bad as everyone thought. That's the life path of a number 2. And more power to you, to those who have a life path number 2, because we need you, and we'll really need you moving forward into the future we have in this world, and particularly the United States in 2018, 2019, 2020, especially in the year 2022. I can hardly wait to tell you about some of the transiting planets that are coming up for our country, America in particular, in the year 2022. Man, we're really going to get it. And that's where we'll really need these number 2s to keep the peace as much as possible, because that's going to be a real tough one as we move forward into the 2000s. So that's the life path number 2. And again, if you were born on a 2 day, you will also express these abilities, not only walking along and having to do and learn the life path of number 2, but you'll also express some of these characteristics if you were born on a 2 day. And we'll go forward with that. By the way, if you were born on the 11th, if you add the number 1 plus 1, that equals 2. Yeah, and those are the only numbers. No, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's about it. So beware with that. Let me flash up quickly to find your life path number. I should have shown this at the beginning, but oh well. This is the calculation. to figure out your life path number, which is all reduced down to one single number. And this is just an example of a person who was born October 12th, 1963. And that's all for the number 2 right now. Stay tuned and we'll do life path number 3. And please like us down below. It keeps these educational videos going. Take care. Bye.